Of economic turbulence, the Nigerian economy is showing signs of relative stability, and the road ahead is beginning to take shape. In the second quarter of 2025, GDP growth is projected between 3.2% and 3.9%, outpacing earlier forecasts and signaling a rebound in business activity. The naira has steadied, inflationary pressures are easing, and key sectors like finance, energy, and agriculture are gaining momentum. Despite these improvements in Nigeria's macroeconomic indices, the growth remains slow nonetheless.
Some constraints kept coming up as constraints to productivity and growth for the private sector. I think the biggest one was access to credit for productivity, growth, and financial and business performance. I think those were big issues that came up, and we spent quite some time dealing with the issues of how the financial architecture of the country could support credit and finance. So I think that would be number one. One of the big takeaways is there's a lot of work that needs to still be done in terms of increasing access to lower interest rate credits for MSMEs and industrial financing credit to get manufacturing back on track.
In order to get the economy to improve, the federal government has implemented several reforms, with the most popular being floating of the naira and the removal of fuel subsidy. Several more are in the works, with significant progress seen in the tax reform bill, now signed into law, will be the least painful.
So what we are working on now is, one, trying to get the legal framework properly set out, including gazetting, publication of the law, and then implementation guidelines. Some of the provisions in the new law require that we write new regulations, for example, around electronic invoicing, tax ombud. To protect small businesses, you need to create a framework. So that process is ongoing. Our aspiration is that before the end of the year, December 31st, we have some of these properly set out, so that by January 1st, when the laws take effect, we can have a smooth sail. Yet the road to recovery is far from smooth. Inflation remains above 20% and still eroding household purchasing power. The naira has lost over 300% of its value in recent years, and debt servicing now consumes more than half of the national budget. To achieve stability, Nigeria must invest more in agriculture, education, and infrastructure. Experts say targeting 7% GDP growth by 2026 is achievable, but only with private sector collaboration and grassroots empowerment. In Lagos for News Central, I am Chamun Dabeng.